Hello everybody, how are you? This time we're going to read the biography of Eleanor Roosevelt by William J. Jacobs. Before we start, I want you to know about the Roosevelt family. The Roosevelts were among the early Dutch settlers of New York when it was known as New Amsterdam. Claes Martensen van Roosevelt came to America from the Netherlands in the 1640s. His name meant Nicholas, son of Martin of the Rosefield. The Roosevelts were wealthy merchants who invested in industry and owned lots of land around New York City and along the Hudson River. FDR's presidency. Franklin Delano Roosevelt's presidency coincided with most of the Great Depression. During these bleak years, factories were shut down, banks failed, and families lost their homes. Many feared that the country itself was falling apart. In his inaugural address, FDR inspired confidence, stating that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. A natural leader, he quickly took action, passing strong innovative legislation to create jobs and help farmers, small business, and the needy. The Daughters of the American Revolution, DAR, founded in 1890, is a patriotic organization open to women who are direct descendants of those who actively fought for or helped the cause of the American Revolution. Its auditorium, known as Constitution Hall, is the largest auditorium in the nation's capital. Marian Anderson's rich contralto voice, most celebrated for bringing classical music and spiritual to life. However, during the early 1930s, she was better known in Europe than in the United States because many U.S. concert halls were not open to African Americans. Anderson wanted to rent Constitution Hall for a performance on Easter Sunday in 1939. When the DAR refused to allow Anderson to use the hall, Eleanor Roosevelt, another prominent woman, resigned from the DAR in protest. In addition to the 75,000 people who witnessed her concert at the Lincoln Memorial, millions listened to it on the radio. Here comes the big question. What is your duty to others? There are probably times when you wish you didn't owe anything to anyone. However, like most people, you have responsibilities to many different people. Family members, teachers, classmates, and the teams and other groups you belong to all need you in one way or another. In Eleanor Roosevelt, you will learn how a famous First Lady's commitment to her duties changed history. Text analysis. Biography is the story of a person's life told by another person, a biographer. Biographers often reveal their personal opinions of their subject. Biographers also balance their opinions with facts and details that provide information about the person's life, reveal important aspects of his or her personality, show us what others thought of the person, explain the importance of his or her life and work. Remember that facts can be proven while opinions express a person's feelings. For example, Eleanor Roosevelt was born in 1884. She is a good role model. The first statement is a fact, and the second statement is an opinion. Reading skill. Identify chronological order. A biography usually presents events in chronological order or the order in which they happen. Words and phrases such as then, next, within 18 months, meanwhile, by spring, and the first few years may signal the order of events in his type of work. A timeline can help you to summarize events or actions by presenting the important details of a written work at a glance. As you read Eleanor Roosevelt, keep track of the order of events on a timeline like the one shown. For example, Eleanor's parents had 2 more children after she was born. A little later, her father entered a sanitarium. Notice that the word after and the phrase a little later provide clues that relate to the time order of events. In his biography of Eleanor Roosevelt, William J. Jacobs traces his subject's life from her unhappy childhood to her role as a fighter for the rights of the less fortunate. Jacobs highlights the turning points in her life, including her education at Allenswood Academy, her marriage to Franklin D. Roosevelt, and her work as First Lady that continued after his death. As you read this biography of Eleanor Roosevelt, look for the ways in which her actions improved the lives of others. Check vocabulary. So, are you ready to read? Homework. Biography worksheet. In the chart, write at least 2 examples of each kind of fact. Chronological order worksheet. Keep track of events in the biography. Write an editorial. Eleanor Roosevelt wrote newspaper columns and essays and gave speeches about issues of importance to her. Write an editorial to express your opinion on an issue of concern to you. Think about conditions in your community or the world that you would like to see changed. I am sending you a how to write an editorial document for you to follow. Write it in Word and use letter size 14. Alright, have fun!